we've got 3 phones here. This one is kind of like the control, like it would be you basically, whoever's like running the thing. And then I've got a phone, another phone, and then Josh's phone. So you got 3 devices. And then, like I said, here's the controller. So, all right. So then there's a QR code, and then you basically have, you just have it scanned. We just have people scan it, just normal. And then you could in theory have, like a printed QR code or several of them or whatever. Printed QR codes in there. I think it's darker because of the light. Let's do it over here because it's like fucking so bright over there. Can I see yours too? You can see that one. I don't see yours. Here, you leave yours. Oh shit! The fucking. See, that's exactly the problem. If you're gonna put it there, then I gotta put mine there too. That's exactly the problem. That was one of the main things I was thinking was the problem was the fact that there's a timer and these things will go off. So hold yours where you're gonna hold it, and then I'm gonna put this there. I'm gonna move this one. So just like that. Boom. So here's the controller. So then you've got 2 phones in that. These are like your visitors, your whatever, people at the party watching the fireworks, right? And then here's your your device. You can set it up on a timer, whatever, if you want. And then we wouldn't really do that though. But the idea was that you would then fire it off at the finale. You know what I mean? And then I'll hit fire, and then they like synchronize in red, white, and blue. So that was the concept, the theory. Kind of a neat idea. Me and Josh were talking about it though. Like, it might not make sense because, well, my fear was, a phone is going to time out and their screen's going to go dark. So, A, they're not going to see it, and B, you don't want them thinking of their phones. In fact, you don't want them thinking of their phone. You want it in their pocket, which is where it will be. And so then, really, the only way to address those issues, right, is ways that you don't want to address. Like, you don't want to tell people to keep their phone out. You don't want to have them put it somewhere. Like, it really just, it may not make sense for this event, though I do think it's a really neat idea. And if it's something that you're interested in doing, you know what I mean, in some way, shape, or form, I just wanted you to see that this is a app that I made. I made this, I prototyped this so that we could potentially utilize it. And it's just like they do at concerts. You know what I mean? Like, they'll have everybody's phones turn into a flashlight, a flashing light. And whatever, it is what it is, but not sure if it'll work, but that is the demo.